Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? Welcome to the stream. All right. Let's see. What are we going for today? All right. So since the market opened today, it has been in a range for gold. Until now, the price broke below. So this is an interesting area because from the top to the bottom of the swing, we are approximately in a 50-50 area. So price could go either way. So this is very interesting. Very interesting. Now, there's a break, obviously, right here that just happened. Which I may be interested in. But we'll see. We will see. It seems that price is trying to go down to a an imbalanced area. So in the 1 hour, we have a fair value gap to the downside, which is it's looking like where price wants to go and tap into right now to rebalance. And I want to see what happens once it gets down here. On my right side, this is the 15-second chart. On the left side is the 1 minute. And so we're going to basically sit here and observe what happened when price taps into this 1 hour fair value gap. Oh, that's a major push to the downside, and it also hit a 1 hour demand. There's an influx of volume coming in, and let's see what happens. We're just observing. So I'm curious to take a potential a pullback, but we'll see because it's still a little too soon. Right now we can check the 15-minute. Let's see, 15-minute candle. There was a closure. 15-minute is an inversion right here. And I see that's what price pushed off of right here. Right here. It's a pretty solid candle. But is it enough to continue momentum? So on the 15-minute right here, I'm going to mark out a 15-minute low. Price needs to break below here in order for me to take a sell. Or at least feel more confident to take a sell back down to this area of support. Otherwise, I'm going to remain unbiased to the upside or downside. This simply could be some type of balance fill right here, and I'm going to look at it like that until price tells me otherwise. If you just joined the stream, definitely send something in the chat. Let me know you're here. Let me see. Okay, so if we're looking at the 1 minute, there's a lot of volume to the downside. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of volume. And so in order for me to, feel confident in taking a buy, it needs to get above this blue line. Which it looks like it's going to be very tough to do. So again, we're getting out the way. Okay, so on my left we have a 15-minute on the 15-minute time frame, and we are now at a 15-minute demand, which is the area where buyers pushed as soon as, let's see, that's 4 o'clock, and now Asia session is bringing it back down. Yeah, there's a lot of momentum to the downside. So if I'm looking at this, where price is, honestly, around this low of support right here, could be looking for an opportunity to buy. And then again, above this area of this blue line right here, I would be ideally wanted to buy. But everything in between here is kind of, between this red and this blue line, kind of iffy. kind of iffy. Okay, it's a little push. 15-minute candle closure is in 7 minutes, so we'll see what this is looking like. If this fair value gap, I'm sorry, not 15-minute, 1 hour. Actually, yeah, scratch that. We have 36 minutes until this candle closes, so we don't know if it's going to close below or above. So we just have to rely on the current price action right now. Not much is going on, no setups, nothing is popping out on the screen for me, so I'm gonna sit this out right now. All right, the momentum is still to the downside. So I kind of want to see a shift. I want to see a shift in momentum to the upside for possible pullback above this green line. In this particular case, price is just still making the order flow is still going to the downside. Let's do a breaker structure down here. Let's see if there's a breaker structure right here. Higher low, higher low. I'm sorry, lower high, lower high. So we'll see. So price reached all the way down to this low that I was looking at specifically on the 15-minute. Tapped it, and there's a rejection right now. But it's looking like it's ranging. Either it's generating liquidity to either sweep the upper part and then come down, or vice versa. Anything could happen right now. So I'm looking at this like it's a range, and I'm going to treat it as such. Price did not break below here either, so I'm just kind of watching it and see what it wants to do. Dang, as soon as I step away. So I go grab me some snacks real quick. Alright, well, there's a break to the upside. Let's see what it wants to do. If I do get in a trade right now, I mean, I'm going to be keeping my risk lower. Let me see what the 1 minute looking like. So technically there's an inversion. No, actually, let me stop saying that because that's on the 1 hour. But on the, let me go back. This box right here is a 1 hour fair value gap. Price is now tapped into it. It is 8:30. So in the 8:30, the price came down and it's looking like it's coming back up. So in an hour, would this close above this box or below? It is also tapped into a 1 hour demand. So it's just very, very iffy. If price wants to continue to go down or going up right now, it's definitely found some support. Buyers have stepped in, and it's exactly what I see right here at the shift. So what shall we do? There's a closure. That's a nice closure right here. Okay, so if I do take a position, let's see. Yeah, this is going to be manipulation. I might take a trade right here. Let's see if I go 1-on-1. How much on our risk? It's about 1,000. Okay. The stops are going to be a little tight, but this is what I'm gonna go for. If price comes back down, 1 or 2 is right here, and we'll see what happens if we even get an entry. If it goes up too high or go to, like, you know, where the take profit is currently in that position, I'm probably gonna cancel this order, because this is also near the 5,000 mark that price seems to be floating around. Let me clean up the charts a little bit. Let me take this 1 hour away. And we'll see what happens when price. Let me set my alert. Where my entry is. And we'll wait. Let's see. We'll see what see what it gives us. Yo, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Okay, it's looking like prices definitely want to leave us behind. So let me take this line off. Okay, so our price is heavy to the downside. Okay, let's analyze this real quick because don't want to get ahead of ourselves on our decision making. So when the Asian market opened, it's been consolidating. Now on the second hour, it started to shoot downwards. So right now, I wanted to get in the pullback, which is what I mentioned earlier. However, it's looking like it's not going to give me that before it even hits the TP. It's been a 1 or 2. There isn't really much that I could have done. Especially on the 1 minute, it's not giving me what I wanted to see. The only thing right here is the fair value gap break to the upside. But it looks like it's the move already happened without me. So did it hit? I think it did. Oh yeah, for sure, right to the T. Man, that would have been crazy. That would have been crazy. But it's all good. Looking for another trade. Looking for another trade. See, I'm on the 15 second. 15 second. I have the premium subscription on TradingView, so it goes into more detail. aka I can get a lot more of a sniper entry. And since I scalp, my style is scalping like almost to an insane level. I kind of rely on the lower time frames. As you can see, man, like, yeah, this thing is shooting up, man. That would have been crazy. So what I'm going to do is cancel this order. This is just simply a missed trade, but let's go over this really quick. Let's go over this really quick. Sorry, it's on my phone. Okay, so, and price could come back down here. It's just slowly chopping up, but it is balanced for the most part. It's balancing all of these gaps and all this momentum to the downside. And I was doing almost the exact same thing to the upside. I would have preferred definitely to get in right here. But it seems like, yeah, like I said, price just kind of went right to 5,000. Yeah, right to 5,000. Of course, we're going to see some type of shift, or I should say a resistance. So price shot down to certain areas that I had marked up, to which it started to consolidate and then start to give momentum back to the upside, aka the pullback. Now, in order for this to be a complete reversal, I'm thinking biasly to the upside again. It has to break not only this blue line right here, but ultimately these highs, in order for me to feel way more confident in long-term buys. Otherwise, I mean, either we're going to be ranging from the top to the bottom, or we're going to continue to the downside like how it started off yesterday. But until then, I'm just going to I'm gonna just keep it cool, keep it cool. Keep it cool. All right, so price is coming down a little bit. Let's see what this is looking like. Okay. So yeah, so like I said earlier, it looks like price is near the 50% line. And typically you see some type of reactions, 50% retracement. Now, is it enough to push through, or was it going to reject back to the downside? And this is where the dilemma is. I'm not in the best position to take a trade. What I had marked out on the chart originally right here was the best trade. If price came down right here and just continued to go up, that would have been done with this this trading session, but it is not giving me that. So we have to wait a little bit again. Man, I can't even spell or type. Set up. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, bro. I can't even type. All right, so this is pretty good. I'm not complaining. It is what it is, but I just want to see what price is doing right now or what it wants to do. If I was to mark things off basically how it's moving, I'm gonna put this at the low of this swing, 15-second right here. The high is looking like it's making a double top right now. This could be the potential of some type of range manipulation and continuation. If not, it's just a break and retest, or it's going to continue to range until maybe the 1 hour candle closure. But speaking of, let's look at where it's at right now. Okay, so like I said earlier, this was a fair value gap to where it balanced all of these gaps right here, and now it's rejecting to the upside. I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of tempting to continue to go up. It's very tempting to continue to go up. Don't want to say my bias is to the upside, but just looking at what price is doing, I mean, that's a huge wick. So we just need a little bit more data. Again, we would have been out with this. This would have been an amazing trade right here. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, shout out to, I guess we gained two more subs. Yo, shout out to y'all though. Shout out to y'all. I really appreciate it though, for real. Still trying to grow. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. All right, let's see. Let's see. All right. All right, I'm kind of feeling like I want to, forward test right here. I want to forward test. I'm not taking a real trade. It hasn't even tapped into the zone, but technically if it tapped right here, put my stops under here. And I really would just go for 1-to-1 because it's ranging. So yeah, so you'll be in. Let's just see. We're gonna forward test. This is not a real trade. Not a real trade. Just kind of curious what would happen if this is a true 50-50 or if it's just some engineer pricing right now. Let's see. Yo, welcome to the stream. Introduce yourself. Let's see. Not a real trade. This is not a real trade. Okay, in about like a minute or so, It's about to be the last 10 minutes of this hour. You may see some type of movement. As I peaked earlier, this trade obviously is not a real trade, but this high and this low right here is the range. Clearly, it has not broken to the upside or downside in the past, 13 minutes. This is how you identify a range. Actually, it started way back here. This is the low. High, low, high is literally in between here. This is a range. We don't do anything. And I'm just forward testing this entry wise. So nobody should be in this trade. If you are, well, you just wasn't listening. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. See what happens. All right, with the market structure itself, with these wicks over here, there is an equal double bottom, and so it's kind of like a it's a lower high. Oh, lower low. I'm tripping. Lower low, lower high. Then this is kind of lower low. Then it's a lower high. Then a higher low. So with higher lows, it's typically, I mean, this is no guarantee because this could start wedging, but this could win right here. Again, it's just a forward test, and we will see. Will this thing bank? Let's see. If sellers were, that strong, it would keep price down around here. But if we did take this trade 1-to-1 at that inversion, oh, that's a good closure on the 1 minute. Good closure on the 1 minute. But this closure did not break the highs, so it's never valid until price breaks and closes above the previous highs, the swing highs or the internal highs. See, if I was actually in this trade right now, I'd probably put up my stops to break even after this low right here. Around this part right here, I would have put this to break even if I was in this trade. It's a 1-to-1, and I understand that it's in the is ranging. It's consolidating, so quick trade scalp, but I did not take this. I'm just forward testing. It's good practice right there, right there. We just hit that 1-to-1, that 1-to-1. Dang, this would have been another solid trade. This is essentially 2-for-1. Neither one of these trades I got in. I got in. It's all good. It's all good. Great practice though. Great practice. Great practice. Okay, so let's go back to the hourly. As in 4 to 5 minutes, this hourly candle will close. And all it basically did when it opened is basically took out a lot of the internal liquidity, which is basically the area fair value gaps, imbalances, and the impulsive buy to the upside. It basically rebalanced right here. Now when things are balanced, it either they're going to continue to consolidate to the side, which is basically saying that prices at a balanced price, equal price, the sellers have just as much momentum as the buyers, which it can continue a consolidation, or prices balanced out and now wants to create liquidity, sweep it, and then continue in a new direction, whether that's up or down. So that's what we have to be mindful of. Okay, just as I figured, this area right here was in a range, and so that quick scalp right here, that would have been enough. 1,000 for 1,000. Looks like prices shifting back to the downside, but until the 1 hour candle closure, we are not certain of what price wants to do. Okay, there's a break to the downside. I'm curious, right on that last couple minutes, is price going to close below this fair value gap? That's the question. If price closed below here, we're going to more than likely be in a big range on the 1 hour, to which I don't want to sit around and trade in a 1 hour consolidation or ranging zone. And there's the closure. There's a closure. So this area of support right here and this high. No, I got a lot of stuff up here right now, but if you can see this, from this low, this is a seller's candle, a push up and also push down and also push back up. So this is what I'm talking about when I say range, a 1 hour range. It's not the best trading conditions, I'll be honest, but it kind of makes sense because we're at a 5,000. We're at the 5,000 price point right here. Okay, so let's check on the 15-minute. Yeah, if you guys are new to the stream, definitely come in the chat, say what's up. Say what's up. Give your inputs, your insights. That would be very helpful. All right, so let's see. Clear up the charts a little bit. I can see price ranging between this area right now. A range within a range. I can see that. So for example, right here, price, when with all this momentum to the downside, buyers bought it up, came back down, bought it up, they're battling. Price, buyers bought it back up. There's a lot of momentum right here. Then there's sellers stepped back in. So around this area, we want to see if buyers step back in again enough to basically make this a higher low. But then again, once it goes up, it has to break this point, which is where the sellers push back down. So this is like the issue right now. This is the issue. Once again, not forcing any trades. If I held, for instance, right here, this is a perfect example of if price was to go all the way up here to this take profit with that earlier trade that I was that trade idea that I had, price came up here and I canceled my order because I would have got stopped out over here. And so when you're on a smaller time frame, things have to line up basically, immediately, or you need to stop yourself from potentially losing like this right here with a loss. If I held this a long time ago, the trade setup was right here, and if it didn't give me what I needed within a decent amount of time, you need to cancel your orders. There's going to be a new setup somewhere, and I think that's another thing. If you're in a lower time frame, you need to be able to be on top of this right here. Stuff like this could literally make or break your trading. This right here is now a inversion. All right, yeah, there's not too much going on right now. Not too much going on right now. Because realistically, if price does continue to go down, all of these wicks right here, this is on the 15-minute. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This, all of these wicks right here representing a lot of buying pressure. A lot of buying pressure. A couple of these, like for instance, this wick right here alone, I mean, that's a lot of points for, that's a lot of buying pressure for it to push all the way back up. And you got another one right here. You got another one right here. This is all representing buyers. This is a buyer's market, at least in this moment. And sure enough, this is exactly what it did as soon as, you know, the market opened earlier. Oh, actually, this was the ending of New York yesterday. So if price was to continue to go down right now, you're headed back into the same exact territory, which is, you know, it's really sketchy. It's really sketchy. Price will have to break below here in order for me to consider sales, but that mean that it might not be within my kill zone, my time frame of trading. So we're gonna have to see. We're gonna see what price wants to do. To make a decision to either call it. I don't want to force any trades, but if I did trade, it would be I would lower my risk for sure. For sure. Okay, so we're back down here. Huge push to the downside. I want to see a closure. Okay. I may potentially take a trade. I'm looking for a specific gap. On the 1 minute, there's the gap's way up here. It just has so much room to the upside that it could go. There's a lot of gaps that it hadn't filled. There's one right here, one right here. That's a little sketchy. This could be a manipulation. Let's see what happens if price gets to this level. Okay, there's two breaks of structure. This buyer's candle right here. I'm curious about that one. There was no closure to the downside, so I'm waiting. Just setting a potential trade idea and the amount I could risk on this, but it's looking like on the 1 minute, it's literally going down, going up, going down, going up. Price needs to break below here, this red line, and then I'll set a an order. Okay, I need to set an alert. I gotta use the restroom real quick. Regardless if it goes up higher or not, it doesn't matter. As long as this bottom part right here gets broken through and closed, and then I would consider a potential setup. Because price has to break below. It has to break below. Okay. All right, I want to see a closure. Ideally. $900 it is. Oh man, like it needs to have a better closure. What is it doing? So in the 1 minute, I want to see this close. Oh man, like no, this is not closing below where I want to. So this is a huge wick. Nope. Bad closure. Why would you say useless closure right here? So we're gonna wait. Remember, this is at an area of resistance, so anything could happen. Anything could happen. But if I'm following price action and the structure is just literally making lower lows, lower highs, I just need a little bigger time frame in order to confirm that. Because otherwise, I mean, as you can see on the 1 minute, it's going sideways, candle up, candle down. And that's not what I want to see. This 1 minute needs to close within 15 seconds below here. I prefer a stronger candle closure. But this thing's playing around. All right, I'm setting an order. We will see what happens. Let's get this to a see. Alright, and this, okay, so that's set. I want to see, oh, I should have looked at that first. I'm looking for a low. Okay, you see these wicks right here. This is like an area of resistance in a sense, or the support. Let me see if we put, this is the lowest point right here. Let me set an alert for this too. And there's also potential gap up here. Yeah, this is a tricky situation right here, but I'm gonna rock with it, win or lose. This is trading. Yeah, I gotta use the restroom too, so bear with me. Okay, man, yeah, I just went to the restroom and came back and it already hit a point of support. It's gone this far, man. Like, just imagine if you were in 4,000. Jeez. But we're not in that trade, so move on to the next. So after this closure right here, price never came back to the original fair value gap, which is what I was trying to get in. So it's all right. I'm trying to assess this little situation right here. So capitalizing on these moves right here, all three of these trades right here were winners. This one just simply didn't, I never got entered into this, which is the exact same situation right here, but it was in the right direction as this one was going up and this one's going down. This one was in consolidation. I understood that, so I'm not trying to go to from a 1 to 2, 1 to 3, it doesn't matter. But this is the idea right here, and these technically worked out. This one right here, this one worked out even through consolidation. Yeah, so let's just see what happens now that it's at a low point, a resistance. So what we can do to clean up this chart, let's go to the 15-minute. Let's see. We understand the market opened, it dropped, price came up a little bit, then it dropped all the way down to this area of resistance. This is on the, let's see, 1 hour. Yeah, this is a lot of resistance. So price going sideways, made a higher high, made a low high, lower high. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, this is not the best market conditions. I might just sit this out completely, because these trades right here that I called out earlier would have been, I mean, perfect, to be honest. Maybe I'll catch something off stream, but yeah, I'm going to more than likely close shop right now. And yeah, thanks for everyone who has, you know, stopped by. Thank you for coming. And until the next time, probably stream next week. And yeah, I will catch you guys next time. Peace.